Welcome everybody to another Breachers VRML cast. I am excited to get into this one as you see a couple of familiar faces with the casting squad on one side against God Squad on the other, and I am joined by my very good friend Juice. How's it going, buddy?
What is going on, Scorch? I'm happy right now. I'm having a freaking blast. We're getting into this game right now. It took a minute for it to start, but it's all good. You know, we have patience sometimes, but excited for this matchup. And I don't want to be biased, but I'd love to see the casters do good.
I would also love to see the casters do good, especially coming from like you and I both joining and realizing just the kind of people they are. They're really chill, and you know, I feel like it is going to be a fun match for them regardless of the outcome. But I am excited to see how this first map goes. Bots are not enabled, but that is okay, because getting into this round, it is a 4v4, 2 minutes, 20 seconds left on the clock. The hatch gets blown immediately. You see a player in Rip the Cord sitting close on that wall, trying to prevent any players from entering with that Cyclone in hand. Shows they like to go with the iron sights, but Skibidi pushes up and takes out Rip, already making it 4-3, and now he pushes up and takes out Gravix. It is now 4-2, man advantage to God Squad.
I do want to point out something. Okay, flawless round. I do want to point out that there are not bots. There should be bots enabled. there should be bots, but God Squad wins map or round one in a honestly a quick fashion. They kind of just dropped the hatch and just got the kills they needed and didn't lose any lives. So that's all. That's as long as they keep their guns, they don't have to spend 500 to buy more guns. So kudos to God Squad.
So as we are waiting for the second round to go on, I talked about it yesterday in the cast, but I want to hear your thoughts. How do you feel about the new gadget, the C4? Do you think it is something that they should have implemented? Do you think it's a little bit overpowered? Like, what are your thoughts on it?
I am absolutely loving the C4. It gives the game a really different dynamic, because you can see, like how people do in Rainbow Six Siege, they're able to pop soft walls and play through that area, which is basically giving more map control to the defense. Like it seems like the caster's about to pop this wall and maybe play outside by maps, and it gives them more angles to hold. So I really like it for the defense.
I honestly like it too, especially with how aggressive some of these teams can play. As we saw in the last cast that I did for the challenge match, along with the official match, you see a lot of usage of the C4s, along with some of the other casts. I know Juice did a cast yesterday, so a lot of good usage from these C4s, but 2 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock. You see Bob sitting close on that wall, trying to prevent any of these players from entering. So even though they elected to blow that wall, they did not elect to play in maps. Hopefully it helps as Mango's about to take out Bob, but Bob, perfect timing on that pick, and he takes out a second in Tucker era. So now God Squad is at the disadvantage, being down 4-2.
Go Bob out here with a 2K to start off the round, and Bob's actually going to swing the breach and just barely miss ATP, and he's going to come behind him, and he gets the third. This might actually be a 4K ace if they can give it to Bob. The Skibidi guy is only 26 health, so if I'm Bob, I'm telling my team, hey, let me bait you guys and let me get the kill. He cheated his yellow hat. I love the play. I love the play. Yes, Bob, this is your ace. This is the 5K right here. Do it for the team.
For the team, indeed, as Skibidi pushes up and plants the EMP, so now it has become a little bit more difficult for Bob to get this ace, as he needs to play in the hand of Skibidi as he pushes up, takes out Gravix, but Bob gets that kill! And an ace for Gibular Bob. Pros don't fake that EMP, but Rip the Cord ended up TKing Bob. So even though Bob got that ace, Rip the Cord ripped it right out of his hands and is now defusing the EMP.
You know what? I love the TK by Rip. He's showing dominance right there, and that's what you kind of need in a game like this. You have to assert dominance in these type of games, even if it's against your own team. You have to let them know who's on top, and Rip the Cord has done that here.
Yeah, but Bob pushing up, being aggressive on that wall certainly helped them win that round, especially I believe he had a Cyclone. So we see a little bit of a buff in the Cyclone recently. I believe doing a little bit more damage or possibly shooting faster. I'm not quite sure. I know that there were 2 buffs done to the Cyclone. Sorry about that. I know there were 2 buffs done to the Cyclone, so a lot more people are using
Scorch. The mic is echoing on the stream. I'm listening to it right now, and my voice is like there's 2 of my voices.
Oh, what do I think it is? Hang on. I think it's because you're going through the desktop audio, so I'm actually just gonna mute you through here, and it should be fine.
Bro, you had both of them at once, bro.
Yeah, I don't. Well, because the desktop audio plays the Breachers audio. All right, whatever. Go ahead.
Wait, so you don't have Breachers audio now?
No, I do. I just have you both playing from one thing.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, getting into this 3rd round. Oh my God, Scorch! What?
I'm still getting used to this new input. I apologize, everybody.
He's lost in the sauce, but Gravik's taken out early by G0D. 4v3 now. The God Squad moving quick here.
Looking to push up. Nade goes out with an S-tier frag from Mango on Rip the Cord. So God Squad looking to cement their second win of this map. But Gibular Bob, if he has something to say about it, Tucker refrags Gibular Bob. And he pushes up, but Tucker Era takes out Yellow Hat. And that is 2 rounds in hand for God Squad. So a little bit of a fumbled round by this caster. I apologize for that, but God Squad ended up picking up the picks needed to take out the players and casters to complete their 2nd round win of this map 1, and they did it with aggressive fashion. You saw that nade being thrown out from the door blocker, so good nade by these players, and that incend almost stopped them from being able to push in, but unfortunately, Tucker Era was able to get those 2 picks up against Chaos Casters.
Gotta give a huge shout out to Bob right here, putting the team on his back right now. Technically sitting at 6 kills with Yellow Hat with 1, but I mean, I still have faith. I still have faith in the casters. You know, I mean, this is definitely. Oh wait a minute! Oh my God, the gun advantage. Oh man, there's 4 rifles going against a Taurus. A Cyclone. Okay, this might be a bit of a throwaway round, but if the casters can win this round, that would be a miracle.
2 minutes and 27 seconds left on the clock, and ATP already takes out Rip the Cord. It seems like Rip was trying to be aggressive on that green side, but ATP was able to take him out before he was able to do any sort of damage. And now these players are pushing in for God Squad. You see G0D sitting close on that wall, or excuse me, on the hallway, sorry, trying to break the door blocker. Now they push towards the B side. Mango trying to hit that door blocker. Now ATP takes out Gravik's. Yellow Hat takes out Tucker Era with that Taurus, and G0D takes out Yellow Hat. So now all it is left is the hard carry, Gibular Bob. Can he get the picks? And he gets a little bit of damage done on that frag. So he has the Cyclone in hand. He was able to get the picks before with the Cyclone. Can he do it again?
I don't know about you, but I'm betting on the Cyclone to win this. Never mind. Bob
just ate your own words right there.
No, I was low-key hoping that was gonna happen just for the timing, but that was great. Bob, there's nothing you can do there with the Cyclone. Bob tried. He had the Cyclone in hand, but just couldn't pull it out.
What did you think went wrong for the Chaos Casters during that round?
The economy, I think, just wasn't there, which, I mean, they did good just doing the pistol save, because they're actually set up this round. You have a Knut and 3... Actually, Bob is nasty with the Knut. You got to keep an eye on with this man with the Knut. Last time I casted the Chaos Casters, this man got like a 3K, and it was the craziest thing I've ever seen. But never mind that. You actually have pretty much gun equality here. You have 3 rifles on the casters, 4 on God Squad, but the only difference is that the God Squad has utility. If you look at the casters, they have not a single bit of utility to their name.
Ooh, yeah, they are full committing to these 3 Vezins and a nade. Bob already with that nade in hand, or 3 Vezins and a Knut, but he has that nade in hand and threw it, but was unable to get a pick, and he almost got seen by that back player in ATP. Will ATP be able to take him out? Flash goes out, and Give Me That Bob gets a shot off onto ATP with that Knut. Can he get a second pick? Oh, I thought he was going to be able to shoot off in time, but ATP takes out Give Me Their Bob, and Chaos Casters are looking to have a little bit of a different approach on defense as Rip the Cord takes out ATP on that staircase. He'll be able to get out that second, but Mango able to refrag in Gravix.
EMP already down in the A objective as Skibbity takes out Yellow Hat, and it's all up to Rip the Cord in a 1v3 half health. He does have a rifle in hand, and he's taken out by Skibbity. Coming down those B stairs, and God Squad with the commanding 4-1 lead.
So I just want to reiterate this. These casters don't really play the game that much, so we're going to be seeing a couple of misfires from these players as we've seen in the previous round, but we still love them and we still love them being able to cast. So I don't know, I'm pulling for Chaos Casters, but it's looking kind of like a long shot, at least for this first map.
Okay, Scorch, this is what I'm thinking. The connoisseur votes, if you saw them, I think it was like 40 to like 5 in favor of Chaos Casters, and the only reason I think that it was like that is because a lot of people probably thought Gravy was gonna play. Unfortunately, Gravy could not make this game, so you know Gravy's a good player. I mean, he's probably
yeah.
absolute monster. Last time he played with this team, he had like 20 kills. I remember watching. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. But that's probably what a lot of people were expecting him to play. But not having him, it's like if the 2016 Cavs didn't have LeBron.
Yeah, in your words, Gravy, I think, would mollywop pushing in, but Tucker Era immediately gets the pick onto Rip the Cord, so even though Rip was playing aggressive, it seems like God Squad is ready for that as the Incen goes out, and Gravix takes out 2, with the Knut looking up to take out a 3rd player as he's pushing up, but the flash goes in hand, and an S-tier frag on ATP, but Gibular Bob on the flank, taking out 2 of his own, and just like that, we see a second round coming from Chaos Casters in Chaos formation, or excuse me, in Chaos fashion, as 2 picks early on from Gravix with the Knut, and 2 picks from behind with the Cadillo.
I absolutely love Gravix there with that Knut. Played that absolutely beautifully. And he probably would have had another one if it weren't for that grenade and flashbang. That was a great play by Gravix. They heard the rotate. Gravix got over there really quick. Got the 2 picks, and then Bob on that backside on that flank able to clean it up and get those last 2 with that Cadillo. So good round there for the casters.
Oh, okay, I did. Okay, so I had it wrong in the first map, so again, I apologize. I'm still new to this, but it is fixed now, so the scoreboard should be accurate. Started going into the second half, but yeah, God Squad now going on their defensive half. It's gonna look a little bit interesting for this Chaos Casters, but as I have played with them before, they like to do a little bit of mixed up strategies. They like to kind of keep these players on their toes, and we see them pushing in towards the backside with these flashes and getting control of this, what is this room called? This, like, just large area? I'm not quite sure what this room is called.
Bob walked in through a flash, and I think he started laughing because they thought the site was downstairs, and Bob actually able to take out one. But dude, that was so funny. Bob thought it was the downstairs site, but it still somehow worked. He got a pick.
Yes, and he did end up getting a pick. So it is 4-3 man advantage to this Chaos Caster squad, and Bob maybe looking to get a second pick on that lean peek angle from player on God Squad. Elected to go back. You see a Jesper in hand from, I believe, Yellow Hat. So Yellow Hat elected to save a little bit. Possibly, oh, he did not save, so he just bought a bunch of util. So he has that cloak in hand with that Jesper. So I don't know, it could be dangerous, especially considering that the cloak, I feel like, became a little bit more invisible. I'm not sure.
Especially with the new update where if you shoot, you go uncloaked. That's definitely
that sucks.
Definitely a big debuff for it, yeah. But like you said, it is a 4v3. I mean, Chaos Casters have the numbers advantage, and Bob almost takes out one. Breach wall is open. ATP flash, and Yellowhead gets a kill with that freaking Jesper, and then rip the cord, and Bob able to get those 2 picks back to back. Cleanup crew, and Bob getting that EMP down. We're seeing a comeback, folks. In real time, we are seeing the Chaos Casters come back from this deficit, and I am all here for it.
Let's go, Casters. That was a perfect that was a perfect round for these Chaos Casters, even though they pushed
the wrong side.
Though they pushed the wrong floor, it still ended up working out. And now we see Gibular Bob with that finalist skin looking to push into the B objective, and also he full bought there. So a good look at the finalist skin, thanks to Triangle Factory for giving us these wonderful skins at the end of each season. Before they push into B, they're admiring this beautiful little scenery in this dam.
They're doing the Titanic thing. They were doing the Titanic thing, ripping yellow.
The Titanic, Jack, don't let me go. But I'm excited to see how this round will play out, considering that the first round actually kind of went well in favor of Chaos Catchers. And again, it's complete chaos. It is honestly really fun to watch.
It's so fun. I mean, it's like, you know, this is not like a serious team. Everyone's here just for the laughs, for the giggles. But I mean, Bob, with that, I like the Vezin buy. I like the Vezin buy. It's aggressive, especially if your team's being down. You need these round wins, and honestly, I wouldn't want that Vezin being in anyone else's hands other than Bob. Bob's putting on a show right now, 9-5.
Rip the cord, and Yellowhat pushing up towards the doorway. If they're able to catch Mango off by surprise, and Yellowhat pushes up and takes out Mango with those body shots. Now Rip the Cord looking to get a second pick, but does a lot of damage onto Tucker Era, and Yellowhat able to finish it off, pushing up, trying to finish off the other kill, and Skibbity, and he is technically on ace watch for this team, as he got the first 3 picks and is all up to ATP to take out these last 3 players. But Gibular Bob able to take out ATP, and again, Chaos Casters climbing back. It is now 4-4.
This is amazing. I loved the aggression right there from Rip. Was it Rip with the Cadillo? Whoever had the Cadillo?
Yeah,
no, it was Rip? Yeah.
Wait, no.
Oh, Shimmy's here.
I think it was Yellowhat.
If it was yellow, that was absolutely beautiful. Well, I think both of them actually walked in the site, and whoever had the Cadillo got like 2-3 kills, and yeah, like you said, almost on ace watch, and then they ended up winning that round. Now you have Shimmy in the mix, so it is now a 5v4 in favor of the Casters. So this is possibly a win coming out from the Casters, and Shimmy's a good player. Shimmy is a good player, so we'll have to see how this goes.
I have actually never seen Shimmy play, so I would like to see how this turns out. I hope you're right. I hope Shimmy is a good player and ends up winning this first map for the Chaos Casters. I still, even though this is chaos and having fun, I want to see all 3 maps of this. So, like, being able to just experience this from the caster point of view is already amazing. Let's see if we can take it to 3 with these Chaos Casters.
Definitely possible. 4-4 on the leaderboard here. Tied up. Let's see how these players push. And once again, there's not bots, so there's not a bot that the God Squad can bait. And it also screwed up Shimmy's economy. He only has a Spectre right now. It's Bob is actually taken out, and that is a Vezin on the floor. So if Shimmy can get up there, that is a rifle and a stim that he could grab.
See ATP on this flank here. It could be deadly, as the guy on box probably doesn't see him, and ATP able to take out Rip the Cord, and Skibbity also able to take out Gravix. So now 4v2, even though the man advantage started with Chaos Casters, it is all looking up for this God Squad, as Skibbity gets another pick, and it is all up to Yellowhat, but Mango takes him out for the flawless round coming from this God Squad.
That was so tragic. I really thought that was going to go into the Casters' favor, but W job from the God Squad. They played that really well. They were able to play outside that bathroom hall by that model, and whoever was back there outside that bathroom was able to get 2 picks on the people going towards the double door. It was Gravix and someone else. So you diminish those numbers like that, and then the dominoes fall into your favor.
Yeah, especially starting from the the flank. The first flank that it worked, he was able to take out one, almost took out a second, but Skibidi on that back map area was able to take out those 3 players to kind of set themselves up for a 3v1 situation. So flanks are deadly, even considering it is a 5-4 man disadvantage. Those flanks can really get you from these teams, as we saw from G0D-Squad pushing up against Chaos Casters.
Definitely going to see a bit of an off meta here from the casters. I like this. It seems like they are going to be pushing B. We have a couple full buy rifles from the caster team, but they still have the man advantage, so definitely possible to win this. But the G0D-Squad have all 4 Vezins in hand, so let's see how this shapes up. Rip the cord walking on this back side, but Skibidi able to take him off on those back stairs. Flash is being tossed, but Skibidi, it seems like he's going to rotate and get back to his team.
Skibidi getting that pick was crucial for this G0D-Squad team, as they were able to even up the playing field. G0D-Squad still sitting 5-4 in the advantage, so it's also defense. So I feel like the Chaos Casters are at a disadvantage here because they have to play in the hands of this G0D-Squad, considering all the util that is also being placed. And now it looks to be a bit of a rotate going onto the B side. You see all 4 players looking to rotate back towards the A objective, and hopefully they can get there in time before this G0D-Squad team is able to find out. I believe a C4 is primed on that wall, so we shall see what happens. Player pushes up and gets flashed and gets taken out by Gibby Bob, and now Chaos Casters up 4-3 in the man advantage.
A fantastic flash, and Bob able to get that pick, so beautiful right there. ATP just barely misses Shimmy, and now the numbers advantage in favor of this Chaos casting team. Definitely a winnable round here, as the flank is now in send off, so Shimmy coming back to help his team. There's only 2 G0D-Squad players in the objective right now to hold off this Chaos casters team, so I wonder if they're going to try to go in and isolate these 2 players and try to get this plant down.
If they can try to isolate their ones, and they do, as Yellowhat takes out Tucker Era. So now it would be a 4v1v1 in this situation, or 3v1v1, as Yellowhat pushes up and takes out Mango. So now it is all up to ATP and a clear 4v1, and Yellowhat takes him out for the beautiful 2K at the end to secure that round for Chaos Casters, and now it is all tied up.
That was a great play. Just really good gun skill from the casters right there. They took sight, walked in, got the kills that they needed, and got the plant down. And oh, one of the G0D-Squad players just left, so it's now a 5v3. I hope they come back, because those numbers are not in your favor in the slightest.
This game is chaos, and I am all for it.
It is in the name. It is actual chaos.
So G0D-Squad has to now defend this first floor. They did do pretty well the last time, having that flank and Skibidi. It did look like that Skibidi was the one that DC'd, so hopefully he's able to come back in time, as it was pretty dominant for this first floor against this Chaos Casters team. If they could do it again, they can rekindle that magic, re-spark the flame, as Skibidi does now come back. Hopefully, I believe his economy is now trashed again because he left and came back. But nonetheless, we are now getting into this round, as it does seem to be a bit of a B push with the drone going out. Seeing that there is nobody in hand, now they see Skibidi on the backside with the Cyclone. Flash goes out but does not get anybody, and even though Skibidi has the gun disadvantage, he was able to take out one and grab this.
Took out a Vezin with only a Cyclone, so definitely good use from that Cyclone. And because the G0D-Squad players are able to rotate, so now the Chaos Casters are kind of stuck on that back door, like in between a rock and a hard place. And it seems like they're going to go for a bit of a rotate, as Shimmy breaks the door blocker and just barely misses Skibidi. So even though Skibidi has a Cyclone, he's taken out 2 Vezins already this round.
Still on 11 HP, so he has not been taken out, which means that he could do more damage. probably unlikely, but he can do more damage against this Chaos Casters team as Mango looks to take out one, but Gibular Bob takes out Mango. And now Tucker Era with the headshot with the Omen, trying to look to get a second, but ATP takes out Gibular Bob, and now 2-3 man advantage towards God Squad, looking to make it 2-1, and Tucker Era takes out Rip the Cord. Now that info gets dropped down, and Yellowhead takes out 2 players, and now it is a 1v1. Can he take out that second? No! He elects to go for the cloak, and it was not able to get that final player in God Squad, so now God Squad is on overtime match point against this Chaos team.
This has just been a back and forth game. I thought that round might have gone in favor of Chaos Casters. It was coming down to that last couple seconds. And unfortunate, but good job from the God Squatter here, now on the match point. So they could either end it or the Casters can send it into OT. I wonder what is going to happen here, but once again, the Casters have the man advantage, so theoretically they should win, you know, like, theoretically speaking, and they have the economy to do it, buy more util, 4 rifles and a Viper in hand, so definitely a possible comeback story.
This is chaotic. I need you to keep streaming or keep casting.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I got you. With the possibility, actually, the scoreboard's kind of looking crazy right now. Skibdy at a 15-7 right now, on carrying his team right now. But the casters are actually pushing from downstairs right now. None of them on the roof. The site is upstairs. Shimmy and Gravix on this green or red window rather. Wonder if they're gonna jump in here soon. Seems like now they're going to the roof. Who has foam? Gravix does have the foam. Flashes are being tossed. Doesn't hit anything. Yeah, and it's a really pretty slow push coming out from the casters here, but they are now making their way upstairs as Bob enters the security room. Now they're on the correct floor.
Now Shimmy Marui is down on the bottom of the hatch, and Gibular Bob looking to push to take out ATP on that doorway. So hopefully they were able to get something as a flash went out on Gibular Bob, and a little bit of a face palm from him as he got flashed. Now they're looking to go rotate towards the B side. 2 players are on B for this God Squad, and that C4, I was going to say that C4 could have taken out 1 player, but was unable to take out anybody. Incen goes out to prevent these Chaos Casters team from being able to push up onto the backside towards the door blocker. Nade goes out, I believe, gets no damage done. ATP looking close on the wall, looking to see if he can swing and try and get one, but Gibular Bob able to take him out.
You know the self-confidence? I love how expressive Bob is when something happens. It's the funniest thing in the world, but...
Welcome to VR.
Dude, Incen's nades are being tossed. That was so funny. But Yellowhead able to take out that flanker. Bob punishes one for even thinking about peeking him, and it's all up to Tucker Error right here in a 1v5. Not looking very favorable if you are the defending team, and it seems like the casters are gonna send this into overtime, and Yellowhead gets the kill, and he dabbed right on top of him. Yellow, that was disrespectful. You do not dab on another man's corpse. Oh man.
An aggressive play by this Chaos Casters team, able to tie it up with flawless nonetheless. And now we see a switch again, so let me adjust these teams as I don't know who won. Do you know who got the point difference?
Yeah, let me check. It was God Squad.
Okay, so God Squad was just elected to go for the defense, or excuse me, for the attack, as I still need to change this. Why did this not work?
Mine didn't change either.
But God Squad elected to go for the attack as they, I believe it was 4-2 for them on the attack. So honestly, good pick for this God Squad team. Hopefully they can rekindle some sort of flame that they had prior against this Chaos Casters team, and I'm excited to see what this overtime matchup will look like, especially considering that this first map went into overtime. Will we see possibly a closer match that most people are predicting, especially with those connoisseur votes.
Maybe. I mean, it was looking down for the casters there for a little bit, but able to come back from that 4-2 deficit, and we're having a very heavy sight hold from the casters. I imagine not a lot of them are familiar with Dam, as it is one of the newer maps in the game. Not a new map, but it's one of the newer maps. So maybe these players haven't played it as much. So I like the heavy sight hold. All you have to do is watch the doorways. Seems like they already have the man advantage, so could go into the caster's favor, but I mean, it is a coin toss in the end.
They are up 5-4, so that is different from the first half, is that casters were able to get their 5th player and a bit of a spread out defense, but all in sight. So it would be a little bit helpful for these players because they're all in sight, so they're able to rotate in time towards each other. Flash goes out, but does not get anybody. C4 sits on that wall, and it was blown before these players were able to get it foamed out. Flash goes out, but was unable to get Yellow Hat or Give Me the Bob. Now a nade goes out, but does not get any sort of damage done. Gravik's a little bit of damage done with that other nade. Now Incen goes out. Skibidi looking to push up and plant the EMP. Shimmy Marui takes out ATP. Looking to get a second, but 5-3 with the EMP planted.
5v3, yeah. With the EMP planted, what that Skibidi does take out one, so now it's a retake situation for the casters here. They have to make a play. As Rip takes out one refrag, though, from Skibidi to take out Shimmy. It's a 3v2 for the casters here, but they have to make a play as time is going tick-tick as Bob and Rip are holding the cross angles. Bob takes out one, and he cleans it up, and Gravix is going to get that EMP defuse, and the casters are winning 7-6.
With that comeback, the first map goes to Chaos Casters, and in Chaos fashion, as we saw, it was a awesome map from both of these squad, and I'm excited to see what map 2 has in store. Juice, do you have any final words before we take a little break?
I am. It was a good game. I'm glad it was a close one. It seemed like God Squad was gonna pull it out, but casters with the comeback.
Okay, folks, don't go anywhere. We are seeing a map 2 from these players, so we will be back with you guys in just a second. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to map 2, and I'm excited to get into this. I'm hoping this second map is any indication from the first one that this will be another close one, get to maybe see another overtime round. What are your thoughts, Juice?
I'm excited to see how this goes, and we do have bots enabled, so it is technically a 5v5, even though Gel doesn't really count, but it is another body that the God Squad can bait. I do have to say that I think this map is kind of attacker-sided, especially after the new flashbang rework. The flashes are absolutely ridiculously good now. So with the sites being how they're set up, it's kind of like you could just storm the area and take space immediately. So I wonder how the casters are going to play if they know that the flashes are really good. And I'm excited to see how the God Squad compares with them and tries to hold this down. But anyway, getting into this round, seems like we're going to have an upstairs push coming from the casters. And a little bit of an off meta is they're gonna come down the stairs outside of bunks. No drones. The only utility they do have is a foam, and they're gonna clear the upstairs area. This might actually be a hatch drop play, as Shimmy and Gravix are taking space upstairs, and they are on the hatch, and we might see the hatch drop. The hatch is being foamed. It is now popped. Shimmy is up here with Tucker Arrow right underneath it. Gravix is peeking under the hatch. And they're trying to get some angles here. I wonder how the casters are playing this, because it's kind of like a bit of a split here. ATP holding down the medbay area along with Skibbity. And they're just waiting for the casters to make a move.
Tucker, Era, and Mango both sitting in sight for their squad. You do see ATP and Skibbity both on the back angle towards Medbay. And Yellow Hat taking out Gel with the aggressive Taurus play. It seems like all I needed was one bullet. Ended up shooting about 3, so maybe he got a little bit of... He was just blowing off some steam on that pick, but almost a pick onto Skibbity from this Chaos Caster squad, and ATP pushes up. Gets a couple of shots, but Shimmy Marui able to take out ATP before he was able to do any sort of damage to this Chaos Casters team.
That was so... I don't know why I thought that was so funny. Blowing off steam, just shooting the AI.
They still doing it!
Once again! Oh my goodness! One-handed though by Tucker!
Somebody give this guy a therapist, bro.
Oh my god, get the... Yeah, Yellow Hat, you need a licensed therapist to walk you through this, man. That Taurus is deadly, and we are just... Oh my gosh.
So
why is that so funny? You said he was blowing off steam, just mag dumping the AI.
Honestly, Yellow Hat, I'll pay for your therapy, bro. Come on.
Yeah, man. We need to get you into a couple sessions, man.
But nope, it was Chaos Casters. It didn't change again. So Chaos Casters able to take this first round against this God Squad team, and I would think that Ship is a bit of an attacker-sided map, but I'm not 100% sure, because if you're playing it on ranked, it is defensive-sided, I would say, just because of the fact that you can't really coordinate with your team unless you have a 5-stack or you have somebody who is IGLing and all 4 people are willing to listen. So I feel like in the VRML stance, it is an attacker-sided map, but we are seeing chaos from this Chaos Caster side. So honestly, it really could go even. We could see a 3-3-3-3.
Skibbity takes out that AI to get control of that Omen, so does have a better gun. And Gravix once again has flashbang. Every time Gravix has a flashbang, something goes wrong, and he dropped it right on his own feet. Oh my lord. Okay, well, the wall is now being foamed. There's actually trips on the single door by Yellow Hat, so if he's not careful, he's gonna die by him, and he does.
ATP able to take out Yellow Hat with those trips. Flash goes out, looking to get any sort of damage, and Mango almost gets killed by that Insen, but ends up getting taken out by swinging out of the Insen. Gibular Bob gets taken out by Tucker Era as he's able to swing, but Shimmy Marui able to refrag Tucker Era. And now my camera is playing Ring Around the Rosie for these two teams, but it is all up to ATP to clutch this up, pushing up towards the wall. Can he get any sort of damage with that Taurus in hand? All he needs to do is hit the headshot. Gets one. Looking to see if he can get the second on the Shimmy Marui. And now we are seeing a Ring Around the Rosie from these two players. Smoke goes out for both of these, or for this God Squad, and Shimmy Marui able to take out ATP with a nice little lean peek before ATP was able to get that headshot off.
I want to say something. I feel like Gravix is like unintentionally getting bullied right now. There were two players of the casters that walked into the breach wall, and then Gravix was like way farther back behind them, and someone actually shot through one of the casters and killed Gravix behind them, and didn't kill either of the people that were right in front of him. Just killed Gravix like chilling in the back. I don't. That's so unfortunate for Gravix. He got wallbanged through his own teammate and died. That dude wasn't even trying to kill him.
To be fair, I mean, he's been flashing everybody, so...
Yeah, he has. Maybe they want him. Yeah, maybe they're lamb to the slaughter. Just
yeah, maybe it was intentional. Maybe it was meant to look like an accident, but they staged a murder and it was able to take out Gravix. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past these players, but... Chaos Casters able to win 2 straight against this God Squad team. Now looking to push B side. So with that C4 in hand, we're seeing a bit of a B side defense. Usually we don't really see a lot of defenses from the B side just because it is so easily able to attack this A, and ATP getting 2 smokes and able to take out Gravix through the smoke, but Gibular Bob able to take out ATP, and can he get out of this instant in time? And he cannot, as ATP was able to refrag. So now it is all tied up 3-3.
In 30 seconds, drop to a 3v2 actually. Skibby takes out Yellow Hat on that vent. So now it's all up to Rip and Shimmy here if they want to try to clutch this up. 3 players still left on the God Squad team. Shimmy is actually in the red engine room. I wonder if he's going to go for a foam play and try to get this B-wall.
Mango trying to get a couple of shots off through the wall, potentially getting any sort of damage as he can, but Rip the Cord gets a lot of damage done onto Tucker Era, but Tucker Era able to take out Rip the Cord before. And now Shimmy Marui is all that's left, and Skibbity able to take him out. So God Squad with their first win of this map, looking up for this God Squad team.
Got a round under their belt, and you know, every win begins with a single round win. So can't win a game unless you win the first round, you know, or a first round. So maybe they could claw this one back. Maybe the casters are gonna hold them down, but it seems like if you look at the gun advantage, once again, I feel like this is what it's coming down to every single round. The God Squad has 5 rifles. They have 5 rifles to their name. Vezins, Maruis, whatever they need. If you look at the casters, you got a Spectral, you have 1 Vezin coming out from Bob, a Knut, an Omen, and a Taurus. So bro, even the bot has a Vezin. Dude, okay, like what?
Is the Vezin kitted out? Is the Vezin kitted out? Let's take a look. Oh, nope.
No, it has. Oh, he has a sight. He has a sight. He has a sight.
He does have a sight, but that's about it. But I mean, it's still useful, especially with the one-shot headshot capability.
It is. But I mean, not hopefully, but if the AI does go like, because the AIs do for some reason like to roam. If the AI does run away, and the casters kill him, that's a free rifle if they can pick it up. But we'll see. We'll have to see how it goes. It seems like Gel is actually going to stay in sight here and hold down medbay.
Rip the Cord droning into this medbay area. ATP able to take out that drone before he was able to get any sort of info on where the players are. And ATP takes out Gibular Bob before he was able to kind of one-hand him. And Gravix pushes up, was able to get taken out by ATP as well. So already a 5-3 man advantage for this God Squad.
It's looking in God Squad's favor to tie this one up at 2 apiece. ATP already with those 2 kills, still the possibility of an ace. Maybe as Yellow Hat coming from this bathroom hall, but ATP was ready for it. ATP on ace watch right now as he is about to swing Rip, and he does take out Rip, and then Tucker takes ATP's ace.
Boo.
Boo.
Nonetheless, it is a good group effort, as in most cases for VRML. I don't really care if I get a 4K and my ace gets stolen. As long as I win the round, it doesn't matter. Hopefully, it is the same for these 2 teams. But God Squad able to tie it up 2-2, and they're playing a little bit more aggressive. They're playing more comfortably, it seems, as they're winning with more and more players up, even though they have that bot in gel. I don't think the bot was taken out last round, so bot was able to save that Vezin and a little bit more util. So I mean, is the bot buying now, or is they just saving all of that money to possibly buy another Vezin the second round?
I do not know. I mean, I can't believe the bot actually lived. That's kind of crazy, but it was a good job by ATP to hold that down. I mean, that's how you want to play that site. Sit in medbay and just hold the cross angles. He was kind of just doing whatever he wanted. I mean, he 4K, but didn't get the ace, you know. Kind of sucks, but you win the round. That's all that matters.
Chaos Casters electing to go for an A push here as the hatch does get blown. Drone immediately goes in as Gibular Bob sets off that proxy. So now these God Squad players know that Gibular Bob is going to be playing on that flank side, but they still don't really quite know when the other players are going to push up. Now Shimmy Marui gets a little bit of wall bang damage. So now this God Squad team knows exactly where they're going to be pushing from. Gravix trying to blow that wall with the foam. Incen goes out. Tucker Era looking to get any sort of wall bangs done. Shimmy Marui finally takes out Gel. So now 5-4 as Mango takes out Shimmy Marui, and Tucker Era takes out Sugar Bob. So now 4-3, 4-2. Gravix taking out one. ATP takes out another. So 3-1 in favor of this God Squad team.
Yellow was actually going to go on a flank there, but his team started to die, so he has to rotate back now, back towards the A side. He does have a cloak in hand with that Cadillo. Anything is possible. It ain't over until the fat lady sings, is what I think the saying is. But, you know, he's got the Cadillo. He's got that headshot potential. He could definitely pull this out if the God Squad players get a little aggressive, and Tucker swings out the breach and takes out Yellow Hat. And the God Squad are taking their first lead of map 2 here, up 3-2. I do not hear you, by the way, if you're talking. I don't know if you're muted.
I was. A little bit of body shooting going on. Not quite sure
I saw that.
If it was, because I have bodies turned off for my spectating client, so I don't know if it was directly on their body, but it seems like God Squad is getting a little bit of anger out. Maybe we need to give that.
We need more therapists.
we need to give that number that we got the therapist for Yellow Hat onto God Squad, but God Squad up 3-2 after losing the first 2 rounds. So they seem to have found their fitting again, playing more comfortable. They're swinging stuff that they feel that they can win, and when they swing it, they do win it every time. And God Squad still sitting comfortably with it was 3-0 that last time. I believe it was 4-0 the round before. So if they can win this 4th round going into the second half, we could possibly see a map 3.
We could, but like my last map, God Squad did end up going up 4-2, and then they ended up losing on that second half in double overtime. So I wonder if it's going to be the same here, but I mean, you never really know. As Skibbity tries to run out, and Yellow Hat ready to punish him. He was ready for it, and that's already early number advantage, heavy number advantage in favor of the casters.
These players are now electing to go for that A push over on Workshop. Gel pushes out, looking to see if we can get a pick. Now goes back towards the red engine, but not before getting a little bit of damage. Now ATP is sitting close on that door, looking to see if he can possibly get a pick, and he does in Shimmy Marui. So now 4-4, all evened up for this Chaos Casters team. and God Squad. Actually, God Squad was the one that evened it up, and now a nade goes out, and an S-tier frag from Tucker era. ATP takes out Give Me the Bob, and now it is all up to Rip the Cord to possibly tie it up. Takes out one, takes out two. Now 1v2.
He caught those players getting aggressive right there. None of them were even looking in that direction. Kind of lined up right in favor of Rip. EMP's right in front of him, and this is a winnable situation. This is basically a 1v1. Gel is still in B, so if you're Rip, this is definitely a possibility of winning this, but you have to grab that. It's a 1v1 against the bot. If there's no way Rip should ever lose this, as the EMP is behind him if he wants to go for a plant, and it seems like he's not. He's just gonna take the, okay, look down. He's gonna go grab the EMP. He should not lose this round, Scourge. if Gel somehow comes out victorious this round, oh my gosh! You know what? Wait, no, this is bad, because if you look, Gel has a Hurricane. The freaking AIs are absolutely ridiculous with shotguns. I honestly would not be surprised if oh no, I do not like this for the casters. I really don't like this. I really don't like this, Scorch. If Gel turns this corner and kills Rip with the Yurkin, I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh, that was close. That was close. Did you see that little little 90-degree turn?
Yeah.
That was, oh my gosh, that was a pucker and a half right there, but able to clutch it was Rip. And a 1v4. That was a 1v4.
1v4, yes. I was thinking it was maybe a 1v4 and 1v3. So even though that S-tier Ensign was able to take out two players, Rip the Cord was able to take out two of his own to kind of counteract that, and able to take out the other player. And it really was close, because when Gel pushed up, he pushed up into connector, and it was Rip the Cord got a little bit of body shot damage, which was able to get Gel able to turn in time. So it was a game of inches, and yeah, my butt was puckered.
That would have been the funniest thing in the world if Gel got that kill. I would still be laughing right now. I don't think I would have stopped laughing.
Well, we are gonna possibly see more opportunities for Gel to able to clutch this round, as it seems like Gel is now, at least not this round. So Gel is now a part of the team for this map, but not this round, as Mango able to take him out to grab that Spectral. Now this God Squad team is electing to push up into this back wall, possibly go for a green play, or just blow this wall and push right into the bomb. You see a little bit of a glitch going on, as that Spectral in hand is very, very colorful and very red. Skibbity takes out Yellow Hat with that Spectral. Mango takes out Shimmy Marui. Now it is a 4v3 in favor of God Squad with the EMP down.
I like the team push from God Squad right there. They took space really quick, got that wall open, caught one of the players with their hands in their pants, so to speak. Got that pick, got the EMP down, and now it's a 3v3. I didn't realize any God Squad players had died. I mean, it is a possible retake, but Bob is taken out by Skibbity. Gravix almost gets a pick, taken out though by Skibbity. It's all at the Rip, and he's cleaned up on the backside by Mango Labubu to give God Squad that 4-3 lead.
I don't know if you did you see anything yesterday when you were casting the cloak glitch that at least I've seen from a spectator point of view? It is whenever you go into the first person point of view, when somebody is cloaking, the gun turns to jello and it just starts wiggling around everywhere.
Oh, that's been a thing. I know what you're talking about. Where it like kind of jumps around. Yeah, that's always been a thing. Okay. I don't know why.
I've just recently started to see it.
It does that when you're actually in the game and you're dead and you're ghost. It does that too when you're watching someone.
Oh, interesting.
Their gun bounces. I don't know why it does it. It's the weirdest thing.
It's a funny little glitch. Doesn't seem to affect the gameplay at all. So I wouldn't mind it staying in. Give a little bit of laughs here and there. But Chaos Casters, or excuse me, I didn't change again. God Squad able to win that round against this Chaos Casters team, and they are now up 4-3, looking to solidify maybe a 5-3 lead.
Gel is going really aggressive in here as he jumps in, and he's just standing on a static. What is Gel doing? He's just gonna get himself killed. He's not even trying to move. Oh man, what are these AIs? And he's taken out by Shimmy.
I need to gas you for a second.
Oh my goodness, Gel with that Hurricane just jumped straight into a static and stood there. But the God Squad team is on the backside of A right now. And once again, it's a fast push. Skibby already getting the EMP down. If there's a door blocker on connector, Bob walks in, tried to throw a C4 and was headshotted by ATP. So numbers are tied right now. It's a 4v4 as ATP takes out one. Rip with that Hurricane from the AI takes out one. Tucker got a pick off on the Rip on that flank. It's all up to Yellow Hat here with a Cyclone in hand, sitting at 3 health, and Labubu able to get that body shot and take him out in God Squad. Going up 5-3 on this map too.
Looking a little bit better for this God Squad team. Coming up 5-3. If they can possibly secure this 6th round, we could see a map 3, depending on what occurs. But we will be here for it, whatever happens, because I am certainly having fun and enjoying casting these two teams. But God Squad, again, up 5-3. Trying to see, maybe they might go for an A push. I would say if they go for an A push, take control of Workshop, they're possibly sitting pretty into going into A and planning the EMP, but it all depends on how aggressive this Chaos Caster team plays it.
I do agree, and maybe they're just, once again, the ship has been reworked, so maybe they're not as familiar with this version of the map than the old map, but you never know. I mean, wait, Yellow Hat does not have a suppressor on his Vezin. You know what?
I don't think I've seen him
okay.
use a suppressor at all.
Oh, really? Oh, okay, well. To all their own, to all their own.
Give their Bob already with a pick onto Gel. So it is appears to be a B push. Mango pushes up, or excuse me, Gravix pushes up. Gets taken out by Mango. ATP takes out, Rip the cord, but not before being flashed. And Give their Bob able to refrag. So already not looking likely for this Chaos Caster team, as it is 2-3. Looks to be site control, but Yellow Hat able to take out one with that Vezin. Not able to take out a second. Mango takes him out. So now, Shimi Marui is the only player remaining, and still technically one-shot headshot capability with how low these players are.
This is definitely a winnable situation for Shimi. Both of these players are one-shot. Mango does have 2 stims, but he's waiting for them to charge. If he can isolate his ones, which he's going to, because both of these God Squad players are a mile away from each other, this is winnable. Shimmy does have 100 health. Both players at 100 health, but Mango does have that gun advantage, and he shows off that gun advantage, getting that headshot off on the Shimmy. God Squad is now going on to the match point, 6-3.
Map point. So God Squad now at least secures the overtime round. So now they can kind of have some leeway. If they lose this next round, they don't have enough money, they can save a little bit. But so even though they are down 4-5 in man advantage, they are still up in spirit and taking out these Chaos Casters teams. So it was 3-3 to start the second half, and so far God Squad is 3-0, not giving Chaos Casters anything, potentially shutting them out of the second half.
They're doing a really good job. I mean, the offense has been great. They did good on defense, going up 4-2, and they do still have the gun advantage here, going with 4 Vezins and Gel with that oral. So they do have the advantage with the guns and with the utility. They have all the stims, everything they need. So maybe the casters can pull out a hat trick, as we have 3 players on the birthing window, and Tucker jumps in and takes out one very early on. Shimmy getting some wall bangs. Get the headshot off of the Tucker, getting onto that head peak refrag though by Mango, and it's all up to Bob and Rip the cord in a 2v4 situation here. As Gel is actually going to go towards bathroom side, taken out by Rip, and that is an oral on the ground if Rip decides to get it, but it seems like he's going to go back and regroup with his team.
Bob currently the only one in sight. I believe the hatch is foamed, so if a player jumps down, Bob will end up hearing it. Didn't get the pick in time. However, that is the question. Hatch is blown. Mango takes out Rip the Cord, so now it is all up to Gibular Bob to possibly take out this player on hatch. I think he might know that there's a player on hatch. Pushes up, takes out one, looking to take out a second, but is unable to as Mango refrags Gibular Bob, and that is map 2 for you. God Squad wins 7-3.
It was a good match, you know, and good attempt from the casters, but even better from the God Squad. Won in pretty good fashion. ATP and Mango and Tucker all in double digits. So great team performance.
Great team performance indeed. And we will be right back with you guys for map 3. So don't go anywhere, as I'm excited to see what happens on map 3. Welcome back, everybody, to map 3. So I'm excited to see how this map goes off. We are going into Hideout, a very, very familiar map for all of these teams and all of these players. So I'm excited to see the outcome. Maybe Gascasters has something a little bit up their sleeve. Maybe God Squad has something up their sleeve. I'm not quite sure who picked the map, but whoever did, definitely, I feel like this is a sleeper map.
Out of all the maps that have been played today, the casters should most definitely be most familiar with Hideout, as it is one of the oldest maps in the game. So I'm excited, and I think it will be a lot closer game than the last map is. Once again, the God Squad still only have 4 players, and the AI is already taken out. So wait, did he kill the AI and not grab the AI's gun? I'm so confused. Wait, wait, why does he still only have a Jesper? Wait, who killed him? Oh no, wait, no, ATP killed him. Never mind. ATP did take the, what do you call it, his weapon. So it is a 5v4 here. Aggressive hold from Yellow Hat, but it is a bit of a split push as the bathroom window is now open. ATP with 2 flashes in, Shimmy in the connector room. Sees ATP, but ATP takes out Gravix. Gravix is like a, what did Gravy call him that one time? Like a pretty much a lamb to the slaughter, and that's exactly what happened. Somehow he walked right past Shimmy and took him out. Ripped the cord, fighting a battle of his own. fighting World War III on the backside of B out by Killbox. Takes out one, but refrag though by Labubu. It's now a 3v2. Health advantage heavily in favor of the casters. Both of these players on the God Squad are one shot with a headshot apiece. Tucker only needing a body shot to kill him. And the EMP is in the hall, so Bob is probably coming to his team to come help him. And this could and should be a round win for the casters if they play their cards right. Mango Labubu sitting outside the kill box room and picks up the EMP, and Bob just barely misses him. So he knows those players are rotating over towards bedroom or maybe outside. But God Squad don't have a lot of time to work with, so they gotta do something quick. Only 40 seconds left on the clock, and one repelled down to the water, one repelled up to the roof. So they're gonna split up now on this round one. Tucker's actually gonna swing through the window, I think, but Yellow Hat might be ready for it. Sitting on the kill box. Tucker jumps in and is taken out by Yellow Hat. Labubu all by himself in a 1v3, and he's taken out by Shimmy on the doorway into A. And the casters are taking a lead early on.
1-0, and you saw a little bit of an aggression for this Chaos Casters team, not really allowing them to enter any sort of area that they wanted to. And I pointed this out in a couple of casts. Juice, you have pointed it out. That site is really hard to defend. That A site is extremely hard to defend, especially if the attacking team knows what they're doing. The only chance that you have at being able to stop that EMP is util, and you only have so much. You have so many more bullets in hand to be able to defend any other sites, but with that, you really only have the util, and again, there's only so much.
I mean, I was literally about to say, yeah, that side is really hard if you're playing against a team who knows how to attack it. If you're playing a good attacking team, it's really hard to defend that upstairs site. But with the addition of two more with the C4s, that's two more plant denials for the defenders. So I mean, maybe after the update, it's gotten a little bit more evened per se.
I would say there are 8 gadgets total. I'll talk about it afterwards. But Shimmy Marui takes out Skibbity, and now God Squad with a little bit of a split up push. Tucker Era sitting all the way over into A. You see a roamer up on top floor and another one in wine cellar for this Chaos Casters squad. And now, as we take a look going through B, through the storage, you see Gravix and Shimmy Marui both onto Waterfall, taking a look up these stairs, and you see 2 of these God Squad defenders, ATP, pushing down, looking to see if he can get any sort of kills, especially on this Shimmy Marui. Hopefully he's able to get it in time, and he does. He takes out Shimmy Marui, but reloads before able to take out another one, and Gravix does the same thing. He takes out one, but reloads, is unable to shoot his bullets in time to take out these other players. Give me their Bob sitting in B. Mango taking out Give me their Bob, and now 2-1.
It is a 2-1 as Rip is about to run into Mango, and he takes him out, and he shoots his body a little bit, and he is flexing on him once again. He's got some anger management that needs to be accounted for. I'm kidding.
Everyone needs therapists.
And you know what? Give the whole team therapists. Everyone, we're all shooting bodies now. We're just having a good time.
So I want to go back to what I said before. I think there are 8 total gadgets, I would say, for defending that top site. You have the 6 standard gadgets, now adding the C4s involved. So you have 2 nades, 2 incense, and 2 C4s to actually stop that plant denial. But then you have 2 smokes. If those players use the smokes properly, they can smoke out the door and swing. That is only if... Or smoke out the wall, sorry, and swing. That is only if there's no incen and on that. So that's why it just becomes so much more difficult, because then the attackers can just incen that corner while they plant for free. In order to retake, you have to do that smoke. You really have to use the smoke it kind of preemptively, use it before the attack is able to get that incen down. But 8 pieces of util able to defend that site, and still very difficult. But we are now on this main floor. God Squad able to win, or excuse me, Chaos Casters able to win that second floor. Now 2 in a row once again for this Chaos Casters team. Flash goes out into Garage, does not get any hits as Shimmy Marui and Gravix both holding down Garage tight with that C4 blowing the B wall.
Yeah, I was gonna point that out. Popping that wall is I like the play from the casters, giving more angles from the B side into the Garage. So they're pretty much just cutting off all entrance to Garage right here. As Bob is just holding like a lean angle, and he does get shot. Just to back up a little bit, and Shimmy gets punished right there, peeking that door. Yellow Hat able to take out one from downstairs across the map, and G0D is actually right above him with that Knut. And I think Yellow Hat is smartly gonna get away because that AI is probably deadly.
Especially with that shotgun in hand. Mango, Tucker Era, and Skibbity all pushing up into Garage. Gravix sitting close on that corner if he's able. Rip the Cord takes out one, and Gravix able to push up and take out another. Nade goes out, but no damage done. Tucker Era looking to take out Bob, and he does, but Gravix able to refrag. Good use of the team there, and it is all up to bot G0D with that Knut. So if we see a clutch from bot G0D, it will be clip of the week.
G0D is actually about to run into Gravix right here. What is happening? Oh, they just didn't even turn the corner, and Yellow Hat hunted him down and murdered him. And casters are going up 3-zip.
Yellow Hat trying to shoot bot G0D's body, but that recoil was just so
Did
high.
you see him shooting the ceiling?
ceiling.
Yeah, I saw they shot 3 times. I was like, bro, there ain't no way that just happened.
Shoots the body, ends up going for the ceiling. The Knut, man, I mean, it's deadly, and you can obviously see it there as it packs one hell of a punch. But Chaos Casters up 3-0, dominant fashion, might I add, as there really is no answer for this God Squad attack against this Chaos Casters defense.
That's the one time I'm ever scared of an AI is when they have shotguns. That's like, because they have like pinpoint accuracy. That like it's actually terrifying going against an AI with a Knut or a Hurricane, because all it takes is one shot. Usually with the ARs, they suck and they miss everything. But for some reason, anytime I play an AI that has a Knut or a Hurricane, I just get one tapped, and it's quite embarrassing.
Man has PTSD against
Yeah, I do. It's always Wesley, dude. Wesley's like got something against me.
I always die to TG or something, TIJI, I don't know how it is, but Yellow Hat and Rip the Cord already with a beautiful 2-pick. Yellow Hat another one, but Tucker Era able to take out Yellow Hat another one. So this Chaos Casters team, it just stopped them in their tracks, and now Yellow Hat is searching for that final kill. Tucker Era just sitting barely up top, and I part of me wanted to see Yellow Hat to jump down there and try and take out Tucker Era.
This round was looking like a nitrogen bomb versus coughing baby type round, as it was a very aggressive hold from the casters. They were holding bedroom like their life depended on it, and Shimmy is gonna run out and take out Tucker in easy fashion, like with one casualty being. I guess, how did another player die? What did he die from being outside too long?
I don't know. He could have gotten TK'd.
I think either that or he died from sitting outside too long. But anyway, casters up, and I do want to point out, Yellow Hat has an infinite KD. That boy is 6-0 right now.
Oh yeah, we haven't actually checked the leaderboard in quite a while. Yellow Hat at 6-0, Rip the Cord 4-2, Shimmy Rui 4-2, Gravix at 3-2, and Give Me the Bob at 1-3. So good showing for this Chaos Caster squad. It seems like Give Me the Bob is having a bit of a slump from these first 2 matches, because he did pretty well the first 2 maps, but Tucker Era sitting at 3-4, ATP 2-4, Mango 2-4, Skibbity 1-4, and G0D 0-4. I still think he's gonna get 1 pick by the end of this map. I really do.
I would love to see that, but I want to give a shout out to the homie Gravix. This man does not play the game at all, and he has 3 kills in a VRML match. So, you know, even if it is against a team that isn't like Diamond or Master, it's awesome to see, because it all comes down to teamwork in the end, and Gravix doing a good job there, getting some picks.
ATP already with an S-tier frag onto Rip the Cord. Shimmy Marui looking to see if he can get that pick, but doesn't realize that ATP was able to rotate out. Skibbity droned out that there was a player, and ATP takes out Give It Their Bob. I was not looking in that direction, but Gravix able to refrag ATP, able to take out Tucker Era. Skibbity takes out Gravix and Shimmy Marui, and I thought that they were still like 4 players up for both teams, but Chaos Casters finally fall to this God Squad, able to get their first round off. Blanket, and you miss. I believe that only lasted like 30 seconds.
Jimmy and Gravix were both sitting in theater, and somehow ATP walked right past them and just walked in the site and killed 2 of them. I know those 2 players that died in sight were like, what the hell, man? How in the world did he just walk by you guys? And then Gravix actually got 2 picks. Once again, that boy Gravix showing out.
Yeah, Gravix now 5-3, so still good showing from him. Yellow Hat finally does not have that infinite KD. He is at 6-1. It's Caster's curse. Yellow Hat trying to place a static on that hill, but unable to do so. So he just gives up. He's like, you know what? I'm going to place it at the center. So ATP sitting on that window, hoping to see if he can get a pick while pushing in bot G0D. Was it always G0D? It was, right?
The last
game
it was
Gel. It was Gel.
Oh, the last game it was Gel.
Okay, yeah. So bot G0D now looking to see if he can push up into storage. Doesn't actually wait. He's being smart. He is waiting for his team here. Yellow Hat and another player in excuse me, it was just Yellow Hat actually. So because I got faked by that clone, but Give It Their Bob able to take out bot G0D. So now G0D unable to get a pick this round. But now 5-4 in advantage of Chaos Casters.
Across the map, Yellow Hat and ATP might run into each other here soon as ATP is on the balcony side. I think Yellow Hat might actually hear him. No, he doesn't. The window is shot open and Yellow Hat just barely misses him. And ATP able to get that pick, turning it into a 4v4. But now the Chaos Casters know that one of these God Squad players are all the way upstairs.
Tucker Era still sitting just outside of storage, trying to bait for his team, just kind of shooting everywhere to keep these Chaos Casters kind of over towards that area as these players push into Wine Cellar, but Rip the Cord is extremely patient and sits in Wine Cellar. If he can get those 2 picks, if they push towards him, but it seems like they are pushing towards Arcade, as Rip the Cord is just sitting there. He is waiting patiently. He's like, you know what? I'm going to sit here. This is my corner. I am staying put. But Skibbity and Mango pushing up towards this Arcade side. Now Wall gets foamed. And now he's looking to push up. Gravix takes out one, and Tucker Era and ATP immediately taking out Give It Their Bob. Now Rip the Cord takes out Skibbity as he's finally moving from his little corner.
Rip with good patience right there, coming from Wine, able to take out one. ATP takes out one, and Mango took out Rip coming through the Wine Cellar, and it's all up to Shimmy here in a 2v1 situation. Is he going to be able to tie or put him into a 5v1? And he doesn't. ATP gets the pick, and Casters with a 4-2 lead going into half. I mean, it was a really good half from the Casters.
It was, but they have lost the last 2 rounds, so God Squad able to find a way to take down these Chaos Casters, this Chaos Casters team, and finally put points on the board. Now, even though, oh wait, I think I had it wrong the first time. Did I? I did. So, even though Chaos Casters got 4 points, I would like to see possibly God Squad using that advantage. Oh, sorry. Can't do 2 things at once. Using that advantage with the momentum that they have gathered to possibly win these next couple of rounds.
It's possible. I mean, anything can happen here, but it seems like we're gonna have a split push on A from the Casters. We have one player in Yellow Hat pushing the upstairs area, and the rest are outside of the theater windows. And we're gonna see. I like watching other teams, because usually you would just see like a regular B push, but no, the Casters are doing different things, and I love to see it. I love to see different gameplay for once.
Rip the Cord and Rip the Cord and Give Me Their Bob, along with Gravix, pushing up towards the staircase. Yellow Hat sitting on the top of lobby. Skibbity sitting just outside and in theater and able to take out Shimmy Marui. So now already a 5-4 man disadvantage for this Chaos Casters team. It all looking up for this God Squad as they're looking to possibly secure 3 rounds in a row.
Bob crouching up the waterfall stairs right now. He hears ATP and he almost didn't kill him right there, but he doesn't. Yellow Hat gets a kill with a Jesper. I think he has enough room to grab that Spectral. He tries to lean in and he now has possession of a Spectral. Tucker takes out Bob off in theater there. It is a 3v3, but all of the casters are hurt in some way. There is a C4 on the breach wall. I wonder if Yellow Hat is going to shoot it. He doesn't. Mango takes out one. Tucker with a second off on the Yellow Hats, all up to Gravix in a 1v3. It is not looking likely, but crazier things have happened.
Gravix sitting in that corner close. Is he able to take out Mango as he pushes up? But Mango with the beautiful one-hand headshot onto Gravix to take him out. Now God Squad wins their 3rd map, not up yet, but they win their 3rd round of this map, looking to tie it up this round. So Chaos Casters win the first 4. God Squad looking to win the next.
I'd like to see it. I mean, it was looking like it was going all Chaos Casters to start the game, but then God Squad had something to say about it. They were like, no, we're not done yet. Won 3 rounds in a row, and you can kind of feel like the momentum shift going into God Squad's favor. It's like they're winning rounds, and that's all it comes down to, is who can come out victorious. It's going in favor of the God Squad here, and they're actually, if you look at the guns, G0D is buying a Marui. No one else has bought a gun yet on the God Squad team, but on the casters you have a couple SMGs to go along with a Cadillo. I could see this going either way.
If I were God Squad, I would kill G0D as soon as possible.
Wait, yeah, they're not killing him? I thought they were... Whoa.
No, they are not killing him. And he is roaming, so Chaos Casters has the prime opportunity to snag that gun right out of God Squad's hands. G0D looking to push into lobby. Now getting aggressive. I'm looking from the point of view of G0D. He is tracking a player through the wall. ATP pushing back with the smoke. ATP gets those trip kills, but Shimmy Marui able to take out G0D before those trips were able to take him out. So now 4-3 man advantage for God Squad. That Marui is now in play, but ATP takes out Gravix before Gravix was able to capture that Marui. ATP looking to push up and takes out Rip the Cord, but Rip the Cord gets that S-tier frag, and Skibbity takes out Gibby their Bob for now the tie. Chaos Casters won the first 4. God Squad has won the next 4. Who will win the 5th point?
I was not expecting God Squad to come back. I mean, it looked like it was looking all casters. It really was. And like you said, first 4 rounds go in favor of the casters. The next 4 go into the favor of God Squad. I mean, if the pattern stands correct, the casters should win the rest of the rounds, right? And win the game 7-4, right? Like that should be like a pattern.
I mean, if the pattern stands correct, winning the next 3, yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. But I mean, let's take a look at the gun advantage. Okay, Gods, they have 4 full buy rifles to go along with a Knut from G0D and an Oral. And on the casters team, you don't have any full buy rifles. You have an Oral, a Cadillo. Oh man, Oral, Cadillo, Knut, and 2 Omens. So gun advantage in favor of the God Squad.
I thought you were about to say the Glock Squad.
The Glock Squad. You never know. Maybe it is.
Maybe it is. But round 9 commences as the objective to push is downstairs. These God Squad players elect to go for a garage take. Or, excuse me, not God Squad, Chaos Casters players elect to go for a garage take before taking anything else. Or now, actually, Rip the Cord and Gravix and Yellow Hat are kind of just sitting close. So ATP trying to get aggressive, but pushes back before he almost lost his head as Skibbity takes out Give It Their Bob. So a quick waterfall play goes not in favor of this Chaos Caster squad, but ATP able to take out Rip the Cord on Laundry, making it 5-3.
Going all in favor of God Squad as Yellowhead did take out one, but Shimmy got a quick refrag. On him. It is now a 4-2 right now, all up to Gravix and Yellow Hat to clutch this up. Good grenade right there from Gravix, able to take out. Ooh, he took out the static, but Mango right there under the hatch, ready to get that pick. And Yellow with that Cadillo here, you wonder if this could probably be a save round considering how bad the economy is on the caster's side.
I mean, knowing the aggression that Yellow Hat plays with, I don't know if this will be a save. He might just be playing for picks as he does take out Tucker Era with that beautiful headshot behind the rocks, looking to get the second kill. Not looking towards window, though. He elects to sit close, looking towards that storage. So these players now push back, realizing that, hey, we need to stop giving him picks, stop giving him ones, and just sit and let him push us. He now grabs the EMP, looking to push close into storage. Will Skibbity take him out or even notice him before Yellow Hat is able to get the pick? And it looks like, okay, so now it looks like he sees him, and Yellow Hat takes out Skibbity. So now 1-2, still in favor of God Squad, but Yellow Hat now looking to rotate right, it seems like right into the hands of God Squad as both of these players are sitting in, but Yellow Hat takes out Mango.
Oh, Jordy.
We get taken out by Jordy.
Oh my god.
Yellow Hat almost.
With the, oh my god, how did Jordy miss that connect shot? How did Jordy miss that? Jordy was like not even a foot away. And oh my goodness gracious, Yellow Hat with a hat trick of his own, able to get that ace and clutch it up for the casters to take the lead at 5-4. That was absolutely brilliant and amazing on the part of Yellow Hat.
Do you think Yellow Hat is wearing his yellow hat? He's gotta after that ace.
It's gotta be a lucky charm. It's gotta be the lucky charm.
It's gotta be a lucky charm. Like he's gotta after that ace. Like he can't not. But beautiful play by Yellow Hat to, even though still be down man heavily, he played his time, waited, and just baited these players. It's like a wolf hunting these deer, these foxes, these gazelle, whatever you want to call it. He was just waiting, biding his time, and finally able to get that ace, almost getting taken out by Jordy. It was so close. I was like, I saw him trying to plant, saw Jordy push up. I'm like, oh, it's over. Jordy's gonna hit this first shot, and he's just completely missed.
Jordy just he missed everything, and I really thought we were gonna see a kill come out from an AI for once, as ATP gets punished early on by Shimmy Marui. ATP tried to peek out that top window, and Shimmy was ready for it. I don't even know where Shimmy was. Where is Shimmy even at? Oh, Shimmy, far back by the trees. Good pick early on, giving the numbers advantage. Pretty much 5-3. I don't think Jordy could even count as a player at this point with how terribly he's been performing.
Hey, never count out Jordy. I feel like
hey, he missed a point blank. He missed a point blank connect shot.
Mango takes out Shimmy Marui in that theater area. I always forget what this is called. Nade goes out, does not get any sort of damage, however, onto that player playing in the back. Now Mango and Skibbity look to push back for their team, back into sight, realizing it's 4-4. Let's not get aggressive. Rip the Cord takes out Jordy, so now 4-3. They're down man advantage. Jordy, again, a non-factor of this round. Now, with Chaos Casters looking to push up, I want it to happen. It's going to happen. I feel I'm going to manifest it. I just want it once. I don't care what happens. I just want it to happen once. But
if he gets a kill, it's going to be like on Gravix. Like, he's just going to like kill it. He's going to like shoot him in the back with a kunai or something.
Just point blank. But it's going to have to take apparently 3 shots. But now wall gets blown. Mango takes out one. Scooby takes out another. Gravix with that refrag. Yellow Hat with another one. Now it is 1v2 with Mango. The only one left, and Yellow Hat takes him out. So it is match point, ladies and gentlemen, on map 3. We're seeing Chaos Casters do the impossible, come back, especially with how they started. They just barely won map 1, kind of got, I would say, slammed on map 2, and now they're on the rise again. It's proving those connoisseur votes correct that, you know what, we don't need Old Gravy. We're going to win this anyways.
Gibular Bob has left the game, so... Also, I want to point out, this dude Yellow Hat has been absolutely going bonkers. This man has been going crazy this map. He is 14 and 4. He got an ace, and then I think that might have been a 3 or 4K just now. He's doing really good. It's awesome to see.
Yeah, the back half of this map has been really well for Yellow Hat. So now it is all 4-4. It is all tied up. Or all evened up within each team, not tied up. Chaos Casters are up 6-4.
Look at what graphics in. They're gonna. He killed Emily, and then Rip was underneath him, like going like gimme, because he was gonna catch the gun when it fell. That was just goofy.
Now Chaos Casters looking to push into lobby. Hatch is blown by Gravix. Drone goes out. Trying to check if there's anybody in this back lobby. Now, you see Shimmy Marui pushing up. If he could get that pick onto the doorway, just push up a little bit more, but he decides to take it slow. Oh, game of inches there as he just did not see him. If we go to the perspective of Shimmy Marui, he might get that pick, and he does against Skibbity. So already 4-3. A lot of damage, however, from that nade and wall bangs onto Shimmy Marui.
Grenade is tossed from Shimmy and almost actually killed ATP, but ATP close on the door. Shimmy punishes him. Even with being one shot, there are trips on the door, so Shimmy has to be careful here. He does hear him. He's trying to reach around the corner and shoot him, just not missing him. Oh my god, he almost died trying to bait him. That proxy is still going off. I can't believe they haven't shot it yet. But Shimmy is now in sight with the Vezin in hand. Now Yellow Hat taking out that AI, and the casters are storming sight. And Tucker gets a pick with that grenade, and Yellow Hat with once again a 2K to end it off. That was he was just at 14, so with another 3K round from Yellow Hat, and the Chaos Casters have won the series 2-1, and they are going 1-0 on the season to start out.
You love to see it. You love to see it. And it is with no shame to this God Squad team. They did a lot of work to get to map 3, especially losing it.
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
You cut out for a little. Okay, I hear you.
Okay, I am back. So, anyways, as I was saying, they were able to kind of claw their way back. So, good effort by them, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough for them in the end. And the Chaos Casters, a brand new team, and already starting off amazingly 1-0 against God Squad. Juice, thank you so much for joining me. Do you have any final words before we sign off here?
My predictions on the season, I think that the Chaos Casters are going to beat Acer in the finals.
No. I think they're going to beat Fusion in the finals.
They're going to beat Fusion in the finals, and they're going to hoist the Lombardi Trophy. That's my prediction.
Ooh, I don't know. I think if they beat Fusion, they might win the Stanley Cup. I'm not 100% sure how that works, but it could be close. But we will find out, as there is still a lot of season left. I have been your host, Scorch. Thank you again, Juice, for joining me. And we will see you all in the next one. Adios.